Hi Gemini, this is going to be your reading for the last half of June 2018. Cards are already laid out. Somebody just made a comment actually that they don't like the cards pre-shuffled, and as I explained, I pre-shuffle and lay the cards out because the upload time is crazy with YouTube. And you know, whether I shuffle off camera or on camera, I can assure you that the cards are definitely shuffled and are in no way ever, you know, just hand-picked by myself. But I've shuffled them and I thought, okay, to try and meet in the middle, I will leave the cards face down and turn each card over as I'm recording the video. So we've got the Gilded Tarot for the main reading. We've got a card from Psychic Oracle, and we've got two cards from Whispers of Love. So, Gemini, the first card you've got is the Moon card. Now, two aspects with the moon. The moon can often touch on secrets or things that we may feel are being hidden from us, okay? You know, with the light of the moon, we don't see things as clearly as we do, you know, with the sun. But also the moon card, it can touch on feeling hesitant, you know, maybe wanting to go down a new path, but not being able to see the path ahead as clearly as we would like. So there can be a touch of fear attached with the moon. Now, with the past coming through, we've got the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups, it can be the card of moving on, of walking away from something. Something that, yes, we've emotionally invested in. The thing I always say, though, with the Eight of Cups, if we're talking about a relationship, you know, it wasn't all bad. We managed to get 8 cups. You know, 9 cups is wish fulfillment. So if this is a relationship, it's not all bad. The only thing with the Eight of Cups is it can often feel as though there was just this something that was lacking or missing within the relationship. And quite often the Eight of Cups, it can be a temporary moving on, a temporary separation. It's not always permanent. But I feel if this is coming through from the past, it may very well be that some of you are thinking about, you know, moving on from someone or something. But as I said, there may be this touch of feeling hesitant or feeling fearful about doing this. Now, in the present, we do have Justice. And justice, you know, yes, it's about making sure those scales are evenly balanced, okay? It can very much be about, you know, if we feel somebody has wronged us in some way, yes, we're wanting justice done. And justice can be done in your favour, but provided you yourself have acted in a fair and just way. See, the other thing with justice as well, it's about bringing a problem to the surface in order to resolve it. So maybe that's why there's this element of feeling hesitant here, because, you know, there may be something going on in a relationship whereby, you know, maybe you feel you've been wronged or the scales have not been quite balanced here. There's something that needs to be resolved. And maybe you're kind of feeling, well, I'm not sure if I should walk away from this, because maybe there is this chance here that we can resolve these issues. In your advice position, you've got the King of Pentacles. Now, you know, the King of Pentacles, yes, earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You know, is this showing up in your advice position because there's a possible earth sign around you that could advise you and help you? The other thing with the King of Pentacles, though, is he is somebody that can be trusted. He's somebody that can be relied upon. You know, he's solid. He's very grounded. So, you know, is this touching on that maybe if you're dealing with another person and you're feeling this kind of feeling about whether you should move on, you know, maybe that it's there in your advice position to say that, you know, this person that you're dealing with is honest, is trustworthy, is grounded, and maybe it is worth trying to resolve any issues before you decide to move on. But maybe for some of you, it's here to say that you yourself need to become more grounded at the moment, you know, and maybe not be so hasty to make any snap decisions. In your environment, we do have strength. So this is really needing the strength to deal with somebody. You know, tapping into that internal strength, having the strength to bring the problem to the surface and resolve it. Yes, maybe needing that strength to deal with another individual here. You know, quite often with the Strength card, they do say that, you know, it's that kind of energy where when you're trying to tame that lion, you may actually find that they're just a pussycat after all. So you may be dealing with somebody that you feel it is very difficult, very stubborn, very domineering, very controlling. And, you know, it may be that you've got to tap into that inner strength to be able to deal with this person. And then you may find that it's really not as bad as you thought. Now, in your hopes and fears, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is that new beginning. Wanting this new beginning here. Wanting to go down a new path. You know, maybe for some of you, this is wanting this new beginning with this individual. Resolving any issues and problems that you have. So then, you know, you can start, you know, something new here. But maybe for some of you, this is hoping that you're going to have the strength maybe to walk away from somebody else. That, you know, you can get justice here. Justice could also touch on a divorce for some of you. Going down to your outcome, we do have the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups, you know, this is an offer coming through here. An offer of something heartfelt. You know, feelings, emotions, love. Just 1 second, Gemini. I just need to pause as somebody's at my door. 1 second. Sorry about that, Gemini. So, you know, we were saying about this Knight of Cups. You know, it's an offer coming through here, okay? Something heartfelt. It may very well be, you know, from the person that you're dealing with, you know, that they come forward and they're telling you how they actually feel, that maybe they don't want things to end, they don't want to lose you. But the next card we've got here, we've got the Sun. Now, when I see the Sun, you know, for me, everything's going to work out fine. The Sun, it's positive energy. It's feeling rejuvenated. You know, with the Sun, we get growth, okay? But also with the Sun, what we couldn't see with the Moon card, we then are able to start to see things more clearly, you know, get more clarity on a situation when we get the Sun. But then we've got the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is needing to make a decision here. But it's a refusal to do so. You know, it's keeping that blindfold on. Sometimes it can be about being between a rock and a hard place. There's a decision that needs to be made here, Gemini, but for some reason, you know, you're choosing not to make this decision. But the last card you've got is the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups, you know, it's the optimum of emotional fulfillment and contentment here. You know, I'm pulled in two different directions here. You know, half of me thinks that maybe for some of you, it is maybe time to call it a day on a relationship. That maybe there may be this heartfelt, you know, message from the other person that leaves you in this Two of Swords energy, whereby, you know, maybe it's a case of, look, if I stay in this relationship, it's going to make the other person happy, but I'll only be staying in it for their happiness, not for my own. Maybe for some of you, it is this indecision about, you know, whether to give them a second chance. Maybe it's the other person that's having these issues with this Two of Swords and not being able to make a decision. But, you know, once a decision's made, once you take that blindfold off and you make a decision, you're going to get that Ten of Cups there. Now, your psychic oracle card is Triumph. And that is a major arcana in the psychic oracle. And I'm just going to read a little bit from it in the book, because the Triumph card is the card equivalent to the Chariot in the Rider-Waite. And, you know, what the Chariot talks about, it talks about there being forward movement. It says that you can, you know, be triumphant. It is the victory card. But the thing with the Chariot and with the Triumph card, you know, there's two sphinxes in front of that Chariot, and it's head and heart. You know, and maybe that's where this indecision lies with this Two of Swords. Maybe your head is saying one thing, maybe your heart is saying another. But if you get both head and heart wanting to go in the same direction, then you can get victory in this situation. In the book, it says the power of your soul is pushing and nudging you steadily forward. Whether you're setting new goals, developing ideas, or planning a journey, it's essential that it's carefully thought out. When you tap into your inner guidance and balance it with self-control, hard work, and perseverance, it's likely to manifest a triumphant outcome. But that's what I think. I think that you've got this head over heart decision to make. But like I said, if you can get your head and heart on the same page here, then you can get victory. Now, the Whispers of Love cards, I've pulled two. Okay, I'm not saying one's for single, one's for couples. At the end of the day, it's two messages and you can apply them to your situation. So the first one we have is physical touch is important. For some of us, nothing is more important than a tender touch. This might include a pat on the back or giving a hug to someone who needs it. That may be you needing to feel that physical touch from somebody. It may be you at this moment in time who is in need of a hug. But it may very well be you needing to give this to somebody else. And the next card is Choose Love. You always have a choice as to what you should do. And that's, you know, obviously that's correct. We all have free will. We can all choose exactly what it is we want. But that card is prompting you to choose love. Okay, Gemini, that is your reading. Please remember that the video that gets the most views and likes will get the bonus reading. Thank you so much for watching and take care. Bye.